Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Baumeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. We are wrapping up our day exploring the historic format with both Core 21 cards as well as Jumpstart cards. So a lot of new blood being injected into the historic format and just in time for it to see quite a bit of competitive play. So this is definitely going to be a format where, you know, there's edges to be gained and because this is an underexplored format, you know, up until this point. So there's going to be new decks that people discover. There's going to be better tuned lists of existing decks that people discover. Same way that, you know, this happened with Pioneer 5 months ago. So this is definitely going to be a format that if you're looking to try to make some waves, you know, you can do that as a brewer right now. We're playing some cool decks.
And just have some fun on the ladder on Arena. It's just a really fun format right now.
Yeah, if you're a little sick of Standard, though. We do have new Standard as well. So, you know, basically just a lot of good Magic to go around.
Yes. I played a lot of Magic last night, just, you know, playing on the Streamer Showdown, just the accounts they gave us for fun. And I was just realized, I was like, wow. Oh, yeah, Standard is really fun when it's not the same two decks over and over. I had a blast playing yesterday.
So I think I can confidently say that of each of our sets of 3 decks, we both saved our favorite for the last. Because it's obviously true for Corey because he's playing a Yorion deck.
Yeah, it's face up with what I like to do.
And it's true for me as well. This is actually a deck I built back when Todd Anderson was still doing Versus with me. During the preview season for whatever set Gruesome Menagerie came out in. Was that Throne?
No.
Yeah, because that was after Todd left.
Gruesome Menagerie was
one of the
Ravnicas. So during that preview season, I built a Goblin Menagerie deck, trying to harken back to the days of Goblin Bidding. We had Skirk Prospector as a really good 1-drop. And, you know, the deck felt like, you know how preview season goes. Sometimes decks feel good, but then when they go up against the cream of the crop in Standard, they kind of fall flat. And that's where that deck ended up landing. One of the things that was an issue with it was, one, like, you know, somewhat reduced power level because you had to stick to goblins. But primarily, its curve was kind of high, and the deck felt a little clunky. So Historic actually solves that in a couple ways. One, there's just access to more goblins. And, you know, you get to play just a higher quality of card while still maintaining the tribal theme. But with Jumpstart, we're getting access to Phyrexian Tower. So really powerful legendary land that can generate 2 mana. If you just sacrifice a creature to it, we have things like Goblin Instigator that can generate extra bodies to throw away to it. It gives you the double black for Gruesome Menagerie. It lets you hop up the curve to things like Goblin Ringleader. You know, sometimes you're going to sacrifice the matron so that you can return it with your Menagerie. You know, things like that. So I think that card helps a lot. So even though it's legendary, I'm playing 3 copies. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me. I'm sure it will.
It will, of course.
But other than that, it's just a pretty straightforward kind of sacrificey Goblin tribal deck. We got our War Chiefs, got our matrons, got our Ringleaders. We get access to Jump Home Incinerator, which is secretly the best Goblin because it's a 2-mana cantripping removal spell. So,
and it's just like the coolest art. That was one of my favorite arts on a card that I've seen in a long time.
It's a nice one. And the last thing I want to say is we get 1 copy of Krenko Mob Boss, which is awesome with War Chief. It just creates this huge horde of goblins that you can use to make extra mana, use to throw, you know, deal your opponent a bunch of damage with Blood Artist, another Jumpstart card. So a lot of new additions for this deck.
Krenko's a terrifying card.
So we got some cool 1-ofs. We got good removal. We got a bunch of card advantage. We have this really like strong late game card. Our curve is still not great. We have 5 1-drops, like 8 2s or so. We get to play Conspicuous Snoop, card that we were impressed with on Tuesday. And so was I. So
Snoop Gob.
A lot of card advantage going on in this deck while still maintaining some disruption and this ability to go kind of over the top with combo finishes with Blood Artist, Skirk Prospector.
I love it. Okay, and then from my side, I am channeling my Corey Yorion, my Corey. I forgot what my Yorion Corey name was here. I'm playing a little Corian action here.
When you don't include the last name, you've got to have the C start, but normally it's like Yorion Baumeister. Then the Baumeister like serves to remind people of where the joke is.
That's fair. The jokes are so bad when they come from me anyways. It takes a lot anyways. So But the deck I'm going to be playing is a Esper, almost Blink style Yorion deck, but it still can be Esper control here. Nothing nothing too crazy about it. Oath of Kai's to be able to deal with creatures, which I think are going to be very good. But other than that, not too much. We got meddling mages. We got some hostage takers that we can blink. Some very powerful creatures that you wouldn't get in your normal Azorius blinks. Plus a decent amount of hand disruption with thought erasures and stuff like that too. So I think this should be a nice little last match, and we are playing for the marbles.
There's a lot of value going on both sides. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I got a mulligan as well, so.
What if we just traded? Like, I'll give you some lands, you give me some spells.
Yeah, hey, this hand is great if I can if I can get it, but.
I was drawing a Snoop. Maybe I should have kept.
Yeah. I would have considered that one, yeah.
Yeah, 5 land Snoop jump off is definitely, you can consider that.
Definitely pretty solid, but. All right, we're both taking mulligans. Rob, you got a question for us?
Also, random thought I had about the last game. I guess you're only out to win that game, Corey, was just to rob or Rich one of his wilts.
By one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that would have been worth playing for the next 20 minutes, but I just thought about that.
That's a good point. I totally forgot that. But if you just always emptied your hand, then there's nothing I can do, right? And you had an empty hand there, right?
Yes, I think.
Yeah, because you played the. No, I don't think you did. Because you searched up Platinum Angel and then you drew Oracle or something. And
I had one card in hand. It was Lovestruck Beast.
Yeah. So I could have attacked, and if it was Wilt on top, then I win the game. Or Ugin.
No.
Ugin
can't kill Platinum Angel.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
but it can't.
It deals. Isn't Ugin's ultimate deal 10?
Does it deal to any target? I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
No, Ugin's ultimate is like gain a bunch of life, draw a bunch of cards, put a bunch of permanents onto the
Yeah, it's 7 of each.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so.
But actual question, Goblin King 22 wants to know, Ross, what do you think about the Chain Whirler Call of the Death Dweller combo in a deck like this, or just a Goblin deck in general?
Oh, that's nice. I didn't even think of that.
Well, that's the kind of thing that I just don't think you have room to fit in a deck like this that's trying to develop so many other synergies.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that you put into like a dedicated actual Call of the Death Dweller deck with things like Stitcher Supplier, though that's kind of hard to play with Chain Whirler.
Yeah.
That's kind of the hard thing is like when you're playing that kind of deck, you want to be able to enable it from the graveyard, and it's the cheap black cards that enable the graveyard, and then if you have a hard time casting Chain Whirler, so you end up just preferring to have something like Mayhem Devil to do it, which is like similarly good when you have a bunch of sacrifice outlets.
Yeah.
And it's just impossible to do that when you're also playing in the Goblin, realm.
Yeah.
If you add something like Goblin Sharpshooter that you could give Death Touch and like sack things to Prospector to untap it, I guess you don't, when it has Death Touch, you just kill all their stuff. Then you could try to do it by just playing a couple Death Dweller or a couple Call of the Death Dweller.
Yeah.
And then it just, comes together some amount of the time.
Yeah.
But you actually don't have a lot of, 1 and 2 drops in the deck to bring back with it.
Yeah.
It's often just going to be a 3-mana reanimate on like a War Chief.
Regardless, that's pretty sweet interaction, though. I never really thought about that. You see Mayhem Devil with Call of the Death Dweller, and that's just insane, but that's just a little bit of a step forward.
I do have a Chain Whirler in my sideboard, just in case it's a matchup I want to matron for it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Any aggressive matchup?
Yep.
Yeah.
But Call just is, it's such a weak card in the deck in general that I don't want to include it.
All right, let's start this game. I kept and put one to the bottom with a pretty decent hand here. No complaints.
Oh.
5. I'm
definitely keeping.
Oh.
The only question is, what am I sending back? I think I'm just going to send that one back.
All right, Temple, Scry. I should probably keep this, and I'll pass to. Do I want to keep this? Sorry, I'm double thinking. Yeah, we better.
Okay, Prospector.
Okay. I will take 2 and pass to you.
Attack for 1.
17.
You can go.
Omen?
Yep.
I think I'll keep this top card. I'll put this on bottom. Land go.
Attack for 1.
Beat down. 16. What are you doing over there?
You can go.
Omen of the Sea. Scry 2 lands. I don't think I really want either of them. So bottom, draw. Untap. Draw. Let's go with play a land. It's going to be kind of a weak Baron, but Baron bounce this. And then I'll pass to you. Your Goblin deck is not playing a lot of Goblins. Cranko. Okay. I gotta read this one more time.
Taps to make a goblin for each goblin I control.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking, isn't there another Cranko?
There's the 1/2 that when it attacks, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Then you make goblins equal to its power.
That was the Cranko you were referring to, though? Okay.
Yes. This is Cranko Mob Boss. That one was Cranko something Kingpin.
Can Cranko conquer death?
10 Street Kingpin.
10 Street Kingpin.
Does Cranko conquer death? I don't know. Yeah, we got a very scripted turn.
Cranko is not Squee, no.
Oh. Elspeth conquers death on this. Get in there for 2.
I will go to 18.
Your go.
Prospector Blood Artist.
Okay. Done?
Yep.
Okay. Untap, draw, tick up. That was a sweet draw. Not necessarily super good, but just super sweet. I'm going to play Teferi.
Yep.
I will bounce Blood Artist.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Respond to the Teferi.
Think I want to just deny Corey the card.
Okay.
I'm going to cycle Jump Home and deal 1 to the Blood Artist.
Oh, Teferi has resolved and stuff, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so no card for me.
So you drain for 1.
Okay.
So 15 to 19.
Yep. You get to draw a card.
So the Jump Home stays the same. It wasn't doing a whole lot with the Cranko gone.
Okay, well, that kind of ruined my cool plan. I will Meddling Mage, and now I just have to actually pick something. That's tougher. My initial thought is Gruesome Menagerie. I don't know your deck well enough to know if that is correct or not, but yeah, let's do the Gruesome Menagerie, and then I'll attack for 2.
I'll go to 17.
And pass to you. Okay.
You can go.
All right. Untap, draw, chapter 3, got nothing. Tick up. I'll get Snorian into my hand and pass to you. That Yorion would be a lot better without the nerf of Companion on this turn, believe it or not.
Okay, that's a good draw. Ringleader.
Okay, that is a pretty good draw.
Trigger.
Yep.
2 War Chiefs.
Okay.
And I will gladly trade this Ringleader for either of your creatures or deal with the Teferi, so attack.
I'll despark it.
I will sack it for red and drain you for 1.
Okay.
Brings you to 14. I go to 18.
Yep. Done?
Yep.
All right. Tick up. Yorion.
Yep.
I will hit all of them.
Yep.
End step.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to name the War Chief that you just have 2 of.
Yep.
And I'm going to bounce... Well, I could bounce Yorion as well. I don't really see a point in that. I'll bounce Blood Artist. 2 triggers. First Omen. I don't want either of these. Draw. Second Omen. Don't want either of these. Draw. All right, well, that was worst possible. But pass to you. Yorion was still just outrageously good there. Actually, is it okay if I take this back? I haven't learned
Sure.
any more information. I'm just going to name the Blood Artist. You can cast your War Chiefs. I am more afraid of the Blood Artist drains. I think that's a better target. I definitely didn't draw anything that would change my mind on that. These were the 2 draws.
Well, I was going to have a pretty scripted turn, but now...
The script has been broken. Meddling Mage with Yorion is pretty sweet, I must say.
Siege Gang Commander.
Okay.
Get 3 goblins.
Okay.
You can go.
All right. Alrighty. Let's go with Bounce Meddling Mage.
Yep.
Sure. I'll cast ECD
Sure.
on your Siege Gang.
I'll second for red.
Okay. Then I will play Meddling Mage.
Yep.
Blood Artist. Attack for 4.
14 all?
Do I want to make that attack? I'm going to leave that back.
Okay. 18 to 14
Yep.
still.
End step, draw a card.
Yep.
Your go. And Blood Artist, if I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just playing super defensive. I think as long as I just don't take a weird, absurd amount of haste damage or something, it'd be pretty tough for me to lose this. So just playing as defensive as possible, especially with this card we drew, which is just going to be absolutely absurd next turn.
It's a tough couple turns here.
Yeah.
You have 6 in hand or something?
5.
5.
Yep. What could you have? Cards I'm definitely the most afraid of is more gem palms. Oh, thank God that doesn't deal player. Okay, I feel a lot better.
Go upstairs.
Oh, thank God. All right, I feel a lot better now. That tough, huh? And I know you have. I know 3 out of your 6 cards: 2 War Chiefs and a Blood Artist.
Yeah, I really want to do this, but I think that opens me up a lot more to stuff on your turn. So I think I just have to continue developing my board.
Okay.
So I'm going to play a War Chief.
Okay.
And I'm going to play a Goblin Instigator.
Okay.
Got another Cedric.
Okay.
And I could Slam Jam.
Definitely could.
That would
I only have 3 blockers.
That would deal 5. I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
So pass.
All right.
And hopefully this turn is not
Oh, it's going to be bad.
a disaster.
It's going to be bad. All right, we'll start with this. I'll start by attacking for 4.
14 all.
Step 1 is definitely going to be Charming Prince, exile.
Sure.
I guess that's not great, but just because I don't get the effects until the turn after.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe that was a little loose, but still, I think definitely worth the play. Now let's go with Teferi.
Sure.
I will bounce. Let's go with War Chief. Just tempo you out a bit.
Hold on.
Okay.
Can deny you the
Oh yeah,
card
that's right.
if I want to. But at this point, I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, that's fine.
That's an interesting one. Okay, I think that's better than the other creature I was going to play. I made a mistake by playing the land prematurely before I drew, but still not too big of a deal. Charming Prince. We'll go with... I'm just going to gain 3 life. 17. End step.
Yep.
Yorion. Blink out this, blink out these, blink out this. Blink out to Fairy. And we'll leave. Yeah. All right, we'll blink these 4 out and pass to you.
That one's kind of interesting.
Ruh-roh. Ooh. That is interesting. That is interesting. I like it. Now I officially have the loop where I can Charming Prince Yorion. So just I have the wheels in motion where every single turn I'm going to be omening, Elspeth Conquering Death, something a turn, resetting to Fairy every turn. So the value is something that you're not going to be able to outvalue me this game. There's no way. But, of course, when I have to blink stuff out with Charming Prince and it doesn't come back until the next turn, you know, it does get awkward where you can find openings and sneak in a bunch of damage.
Yeah, I really need to find another removal spell this game, and I haven't.
Just for Yorion.
All right. So if I just try to go beat downs.
These are beat downs.
How does that work? If I slam with everything, you can like block these 4 things and take 6. Go to 11.
Mm-hmm.
This just doesn't seem worthwhile.
No, I have to agree with you.
I think I need to find an answer to this. To
the Metal Mage or something?
Yeah, I need to find an answer. And that involves starting with this. So I'm going to sack this for a red and pay 7 for my Gruesome Menagerie, which was the awkward part. I think I would have been fine if I could pay 5 for it this turn.
Okay.
But I didn't want to Menagerie. Yeah, I didn't want to Menagerie last turn because if you have any way to bounce the Blood Artist, you can lock it in my hand.
Yep.
So unfortunately, Blood Artist is the one card I can't protect from that kind of thing with Prospector.
Yep. Or another creature dies. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty close to dead, I guess, huh? You could just sack all these and hit me for
I've had 10 each of the last 2 turns.
Okay.
I've just been a little bit short.
Sure.
I guess I could have tried to like sack. Yeah, that wasn't going to do enough. But now the Blood Artist is just in play, and you're going to be able to bounce it with the Teferi.
Yep.
And I just need to find a way to get the Metal Mage off the battlefield and get these Blood Artists into play.
Yep.
Because I really just needed the second Blood Artist this game. And
you done?
We would have been fine. Yeah.
All right. So end step, these all come back. Triggers. Nothing for ECD.
There is. I have a jump on.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Target that.
So drain for 1.
Okay.
16 to 15.
16 to 15. Teferi gets counters. We'll start with the Scries. I guess I do have to target with Charming Prince. Let's blink out I'm going to gain 3 life.
You're 19.
Yep. And, okay, so we'll do these now. Scry. Yeah. I'll keep both of these. Draw. Scry. I'll keep both of these. Untap. Oops. Draw. Attack with this and this.
I'll go to 9.
Okay.
9 to 19.
Now I'm gonna play one of the new hits. Niambe. Return Yorion. Gain 5.
24.
24. 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna bounce Blood Artist.
This should be on 2, right?
Yep. Sorry about that. All right. Draw. Then I will take 2.
22.
Meddling Mage. I will name Blood Artist. Yorion. I will blink out this, these, even this. Comes back. Niambe, do I want to return anything? Yeah. The value was definitely there.
Yeah. When you played the first Meddling Mage in Gruesome Menagerie, I just had 2 in my hand.
Oh, really?
It makes sense.
Like,
my hand was kind of slow to develop.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that kind of effect is what you needed. You just needed something that went over the top.
Okay. I kept 3 lands, Prospector, Krenko, Menagerie, through second Menagerie, and not really anything to do on turns 2 or 3, which was awkward.
Yeah, and that does get awkward. I definitely felt like it was going to be a very tough game to lose when I just landed ECD on your 4-drop. Like that exchange, even in standard, is just absurd. Whenever you get the value of ECD, that's going to continue to bring you something, but you also take the only threat on your opponent's side. Like, that's just really tough.
Yeah, and then it was tough for me to find a spot because of the ECD, even once the Meddling Mage uplink to land my Menagerie cleanly.
Yeah.
Because I needed to untap with a Blood Artist and all my mana active, and I was just never able to do that.
Yeah, but you were definitely close to killing me. I didn't, really realize how fast Skirk and Blood Artist. And the fact that it triggers non-tokens. I thought it was always just non-tokens that drains, but there's a lot of artist-like effects.
And generating mana and casting the cards in your hand too, and getting even more triggers that appear on the battlefield. So, that's one of the reasons that I've always tried to make decks like this work, because Skirk Prospector is just a really powerful card.
That's true. Niambe actually looked kind of cool there. I mean, at that point, it was anything. Bouncing Yorion with just Teferi would have been plenty. But
I'm sure there are plenty of games where you're gonna play a Yorion when everybody's really depleted on resources, and from that point, you're back at parity still because you're maybe slightly ahead from the Yorion.
Yeah.
And then the Niambe is what gets you either out of range of burn or into the Yorion loops.
Yeah.
That really put the game away.
Yeah, that's another way. It's another kind of charming prince, but less charming, I would say.
Yeah.
But another way to keep that Yorion lock going, but it does commit 5 mana each turn, which is worse. But honestly, whenever you're... I mean, I like Scryed Omen of the Sea to the top. I had one in my opener. Scryed the other one to the top because eventually I knew the Yorion interaction with that is just insane, And whenever you can do that kind of stuff, 5 mana to be able to draw 2 cards, exile something, all of the things that Yorion does usually makes it worth it. So,
okay, I have a hand that needs to draw some lands, but if it does, it's very good.
Same, but I'll keep.
Okay, Blood Crypt, go.
Okay, your go.
Summit Snoop.
There it is. Okay,
you're up. That's a land.
That's a land. Good for you. All right, Drowned Catacombs and pass to you. Ooh.
Display Goblin Matron.
Okay.
I'm going to get a Skirk Prospector. My hand is pretty expensive.
It goes to your top of your library, right?
No, Matron goes to hand.
Oh, okay, it does. Okay, gotcha. I couldn't remember.
Matron is just Demonic Tutor for Goblins.
Love it.
And it finds any Goblin card. Sometimes you find Tarfire.
Oh, yeah. Count me in.
Okay, so this is revealed now. And do I want to attack into a potential Niambe? Show it to me.
All right. 18.
I gotta get my damage in.
I was like, ooh, I didn't even know
Yeah.
you could play around that. Omen.
Yeah, just that's playing too scared.
Yep, agreed. All right, 2 lands. We needed lands at the beginning, but drew 2 off the top, so we can actually bottom those. Untap, draw. That was an excellent draw here. Let's oath that. I'll go to 21. Your go.
Okay, I will go to 18
Okay.
and play a Goblin Ringleader.
Okay.
2 Matrons and a Snoop.
Okay, move to discard or...
Attack for 3.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, I am going to be moving to discard.
Will you play with those revealed too? I already forgot. Okay.
I've also tutored for a Prospector.
Okay.
I have a million cards in my hand. I just don't need a Snoop.
Okay. Makes sense.
So I'll discard another one.
All right. Untap, draw. It's an okay draw. Nothing special. Kind of a weak play to do this, but I think it's what I should do. I'm at 18, still pretty healthy. Okay. All right. Disinformation campaign.
I have to discard.
And I draw, yep. Not a very powerful play here. Not very good in the matchup. Definitely be a card I would side out. And then play a land past you.
I'm going to play Matron for a War Chief.
Okay.
Play Prospector. Play as tapped and get in for 3.
Okay. So I'm at 15, and you have a War Chief.
Yep.
All right, done.
You can go.
All right. I'm going to play this land. Skirt Prospector actually scares me like the most out of all of these, you know?
Yeah, the other ones already did their damage.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to play a Deputy.
Sure.
And I'm going to hit Skirt Prospector.
I'll sack it for a red.
Okay. Then I am going to... I already played a land, so I will pass to you. What cards do I know of again?
You know of War Chief Matron.
Okay.
Play War Chief.
Sure.
Play Matron.
Sure.
Find Skirk Prospector.
Okay.
Play Prospector.
In response, I'll despark Ringleader. Then that resolves.
Okay. Attack with everything but the Prospector.
Okay, I am gonna block War Chief.
Okay, you take 3.
Yep, 12.
You can go.
All right. Decisions. All right, I'm gonna go with beatdowns.
17.
Baron, bounce War Chief.
What is this being paired with on 2 mana? Sure.
Charming Prince. Exile this.
Yep.
Play a Hollowed Fountain. Bring this back. Target Skirk Prospector. Your go.
Actually, I'm going to sack one of these in response.
Okay. Is it Menagerie Clock?
It is indeed. So let's Menagerie
Okay.
on Matron Prospector Instigator.
Okay.
So I'll get a Goblin.
Okay.
I will tutor.
I feel like I'm close to death.
I think I just want to get a Jump Home Incinerator.
Yep, that makes sense.
Certainly not dead yet.
But I'm scared.
You can't Yorion me next turn.
I play 3 in the main.
Okay, you can Yorion me next turn.
Actually, I don't know if that's true. But Rob does. But he's not going to tell you.
Rob knows all and sees all. You are not dead.
It's been a good game.
Yeah, this has been a nice one.
Good back and forth.
So I think I'm just going to pass the turn.
Okay. All right, I will play Elspeth Conquers the Death.
That I'm not scared of at all.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I will target this.
Sack it for a red.
Okay. Land, go.
On your end step, I'll kill the deputy.
With your Goblin War Chief?
Sorry. Wrong one.
Okay.
Draw a card.
Yep.
It's a nice one.
Okay.
Fable Passage. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I saw the swamp first.
Okay. Now I could be dead, I feel.
Yeah, now I think
Uh-oh.
I've got a pretty good hand.
Okay.
Blood Artist.
Okay.
War Chief.
Okay.
Ringleader.
Ringleader. Okay. Okay.
I get Snoop Jump Home.
Snoop Gem Palm. Okay.
In order.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only have 2 blockers. And they can all attack, right?
Yeah, because of War Chief.
3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 15 damage. Yep, I'm dead.
Yeah, I just get to attack with everything.
All right. Well, we got one last
I guess I'll like
game
sack
for
things
it all.
for red and recast a bunch of stuff too.
Yeah. Should we just do some live sideboarding since we're running low on time?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Sweet, sweet. All right. One final game to see who keeps the marbles, even though I already chucked it to you here. But
the one thing this deck is really missing is a matronable like pinger. Like there's no, I would love Pashlik Mons, which is in Modern Horizons.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
But there's no Goblin that has any kind of Mayhem Devil, Blood Artist kind of effect stapled onto it.
Yeah.
That would be very welcome to have. But just one of those, really, even if it was a much worse version.
Okay.
Just a one, so I could make sure I get the second one pretty reliably.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I only have 3 Legion ends that are good cards. Otherwise, I don't have much. And Disinformation Campaign and Despark are both really bad. So, hoping I don't have too many of these cards because I want to take out all of them.
I'm not even sure I want to sideboard at all.
Yeah. Well, perfect. Save some time.
Like I kind of like these Rune Blasters, but I'm not sure what I want to cut.
Okay. So I want these 4 cards out, but I want.
I definitely want to cut this Firebrand. I think I can trim like 1 Instigator.
Is Baneslayer even good against you? Like,
I mean, I have answers to it, and I'm keeping those in.
The Gem Palms, is that like the only answer? I really have nothing else. Do you think Stroke or Baneslayer?
I think one Baneslayer is probably better.
Or Ashiok. It hits your Groot. You can't bring stuff back, and you can't search with Matron.
Oh, does shut? Yeah, because it shuts off Matron. Maybe Ashiok is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that.
I think it's better than 1 Baneslayer. I think Baneslayer is definitely for the aggressive decks like Gruul that can't kill anything, like my previous deck. All right, I'm just going to bring these in for these 4. Pretty weak Disinformation Campaign and Desparked, so That'll do. All right, do we got any questions before we start our final game?
Yeah, they our fans want to know, Ross, why are you not playing elves? Why'd you switch to the goblins?
Yeah.
I mean, I looked into elves because Elvish Archdruid and Dwynen's Elite are both in the set. I also tried to figure out maybe if there was something I could do that was kind of elfy that played Dwynen's Elite in a sacrifice theme with Phyrexian Tower and Golgari. I went deep.
You did go deep, huh? Yeah.
We were like, I was brewing decks last night and I completely missed that Corey had messaged me. And I
like 15 times.
An hour later. And I was like, sorry, I was just brewing decks. I was literally focused all on one screen.
Yeah.
People out here just want the Crater Hoof, that's all.
Yeah.
I also thought about
there it is.
I thought about trying to Luca and the new red polymorph from core set into Crater Hoof.
Okay.
But we had kind of done stuff like that, so I do think something like that might be viable.
Yeah.
But there just didn't seem to be a high enough density of elves, especially cheap elves. Like there's only there's only Llanowar elves. There's no Elvish Mystic.
There's a lot you can do in Historic, though. I really liked it. When I was looking through stuff, I was just like, wow, I really can go so many avenues with decks right now. All of them just probably get smashed by Nexus, or like 50% of them, because that is a deck, that's very similar to Team Wreck and Standard. It's just Wilderness Reclamation is just absurd.
Yeah.
So let's just get that card out of here from every format.
So that was the issue with like building a real tribal elf deck. I do think there might be some sort of like Golgari sacrifice deck that has an elf sub theme, just because Dwynen's Elite would be so powerful in that deck. Visionary would be good.
Yeah.
Llanowar elves obviously good. So just starting with those 12, you need some more elves on top of that.
Okay.
And I would have to explore more, but I do think Phyrexian Tower is just a really good card.
Yeah, it seems interesting. All right, we got 10 minutes left of Versus Live, so let's do a nice fast and loose one. What do you say? All right.
This hand certainly is loose, but it's not fast.
We got saved by this beautiful, beautiful card at the end, but I'm going to keep.
If I can find one thing to do in the first 2 turns, this hand is fine. I'm going to try it.
Boom. Here you go.
Well, that is a thing to do, though I can't cast it right now.
All right. Thing to do, you say? Let's take that thing.
I'm getting a mountain regardless. I drew a Prospector in my 5-land 2/3 drop hand.
Okay.
Which I don't think you're going to take.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty easy Matron, but I don't know your hand.
Yeah, Matron has been the card that's been pretty scary.
Yeah, it's just a Monarch Tutor.
Yeah. But actually, this War Chief is pretty messed up against me as well.
Yeah, it could be good depending on your hand.
Yeah. I'll probably get punished for this later, but yeah, I'm going to take the War Chief. Surveil. Do I want another land? I don't think so, and I'll pass to you. Yep.
You can go. I'm just going to Fatal Passage now to get this out of the way.
Okay. All right, I'll put you to the test if you want to keep your card or not. That's the main reason I took War Chief, so you can attack back at Teferi right away. It's an interesting decision.
I'm going to deny you the card.
Okay, you go.
Okay, attack this.
Okay.
I think that's better than getting the land. Just guarantee that Teferi gets out of the way.
Not bad.
You can go.
All right.
I don't have a ton of pressure right now, so the LD is not super relevant anyway.
Yeah, not really. What to do? Let's go with... It's actually tough. All right, let's go with Omen of the Sea.
Are we missing lands? Am I getting punished for playing the Rune Blaster? No.
I'll bottom both of these. And I will play a Temple, Scry,
just wanted to get that out of the way for your Temple. That makes sense.
Pass to you.
That makes sense.
All adds up.
Attack for 2.
Okay, take it. It's my first damage, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, 18.
Prospector Blood Artist.
Okay.
You can go.
All right. Let's go with...
You have 5 cards in hand still?
Oh, yeah. My deck cantrips. I'm going to go with a hostage taker. Which hostage do we want to be taking? I think I want to hit Prospector here. If I take Blood Artist, you could Matron for the cycly thingy, and then just kill hostage taker. So I think I'm pretty forced to do that.
And there's no way I can kill this hostage taker next turn, so I might as well just let this die.
Sacrificing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yorgo? I take 1 then, right?
Yes.
17 to 21?
Yep.
Okay.
How many cards in hand?
3.
Gonna Matron for Conspicuous Snoop and play it.
Okay.
This is a little weak if you have another way to remove it, but you don't have a lot of removal in your deck to begin with.
True that.
And if you have a bounce spell, that's fine. And if you have Meddling Mage, it's way better to get the thing onto the battlefield.
Okay.
So
Play with the top revealed, right?
Yep.
Guessing you don't want to attack?
No.
Like that. All right. Draw.
Could have gotten a ringleader there as sort of the other option. It's just little high variance and pretty weak to Meddling Mage.
Go with Deputy of Detention on the Snoop.
Yep.
And Snorri into my hand and pass to you.
Let's go.
All right. Draw. 3, 4, 5. Let's. Yeah, it just seems pretty correct to go with Yorion.
Yep. Blunt Shaker, Omen.
Yep.
Take this thing.
Yep. Let's just take this, do a little scrying. Ooh, actually.
You want a Hostage Shaker Rune Blaster? And
No, I want a Yorion Deputy as well, because then I get to look at your top card.
Oh, sure.
And then I'll take it back.
Okay.
Oh.
It's very good.
Yeah, that is good. Does that change what I'd want?
Yeah, maybe you want to take a Goblin now.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. So blinking everything. Yeah, that's really interesting. So you can, if you Matron for the cycling thing, yeah, I actually do want to take these two, but in what
and you could
order?
potentially want the Snoop under here too.
Yeah, I think I would rather have the Snoop under here, because I can't pay Kicker, right?
Correct.
With Hostage Taker? Yeah, okay, so let's put, I can't, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. You can pay for the mana cost of it, but that's an additional cost. What do we think?
It says to cast that spell, and Kicker is an additional cost, so you might be able to.
Okay, well, it doesn't really matter anyways.
Yeah, the extra land is not super
and then
relevant.
Scry. So I know you have a Matron. Yeah, I guess I'll keep this top card and bottom that. Here you go.
Okay. So I'm 1 mana short of being able to Matron for a Gem Bomb.
For Gem Bomb, yeah.
So I think I just have to get a Ringleader.
Yep.
Start rebuilding.
Okay. All right, this is sick.
Your turn is going to be sick?
Huh?
Your turn is going to
No,
be sick?
no, no. Just this game has been pretty sweet.
This is just normal Goblin things.
Yeah. I think the interaction between giving you Snoop back to look at your top card and then retaking it, I just think that's pretty sweet. I'm easily amused, though.
If I had a Flash Goblin, you could have gotten punished.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, so let's trigger the Ringleader. Prospector's good. Yeah. Prospector War Chief.
Not terrible.
Yeah, not great, though.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go.
All right. Draw. Interesting. Our hand is pretty wild, I must say. I think I want to get Snoop into play. And you get to start looking at the top of my deck, I guess, but that's okay.
Yeah, you get to cast Goblin cards, though.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'm gonna put Snoop into play, and now I can maybe do some blinking of that. ECD on top. Let's go with
What if you built a deck that was like 4 Snoop, 4 Krenko, and just tried to like Mise
and try to
the
just get
Krenko on
people?
top?
Yeah, I like that. I'll name Skirt Prospector. And we'll get in there for 4.
So 17 all.
17 all, and I don't think I want to do anything else, so I'll pass to you.
War Chief.
Yep.
Cycle Jump Home.
Ooh. Okay.
I'll hit the Meddling Mage.
It's pretty cute.
Couldn't play the Prospector because of Mage, so I couldn't kill Yorion here. Still a very good draw.
Yeah. Yeah, not much I can do about that.
Hey, drain you for 1.
All right.
16 to 18.
Why do you get
Blood Artist.
Oh, whenever any creature
Yeah,
dies.
it's triggers on your stuff too.
Oh, okay, cool. Yep. So 16 to 18?
Yep. Don't have any good attacks. So
Okay.
I'll put my Prospector down and pass a turn.
Omen on the Sun? All right,
So you
1
gain
1.
2.
Yeah, are they lifelink creatures?
So-
I already forgot. So
No, they're just 1/1s.
Aaron Barrages. All right, we don't have them, but that's okay. We'll just use these. There are?
Here.
Oh, okay.
So you're
Perfect.
18 all now.
18. Oh. Untap. Draw ECD. Oath of Kaya.
So you have 3 cards in hand right now, one of which is ECD.
Yep. And now what do we want to do? I think I just want to attack with Snorian.
14, 18.
All right. That's a pretty sweet play. Niambe, gain 5. 23. Replay Snorian. Blink. 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 Blink, blink. Comes back. Blink, blink. Blink, blink. Niambe. Let's go to Deputy, Skirt Prospector, and Hostage take Blood Artist. And then Niambe, I'll return again. So gain 5. Gonna gain 7 in total, so I'll go up to 30.
You're going to end at 30.
then
I
I'll
think I'm going to sack the Prospector.
Okay.
No, you're just looping Deputy. Well, I'll let you have it.
Okay.
So these are both exiled. You're
Okay.
30.
I scry. I'll keep both on top, but I'm gonna not let you see one of them. I don't think you can. I don't think
I
you
think
see
you
that
see
one.
every card that's
Scry and
drawn.
draw.
Because the card is just revealed. It's like when you draw cards with Courser in play. You always got to
Okay.
see them.
All right.
Yeah.
So I drew Legion's End and that, and pass to you.
I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah.
I did draw another good card, but it's just not quite good enough.
Yeah.
That one's also good.
Okay.
Wow. God. If your play had just been crappy ECD, I might have won this turn.
Yeah.
You have Legion's End and Oath of Kaya.
Yep.
So there's no way I can protect this. You just get to Oath this down and then Legion's End the tokens. So I can't really do anything. I'm 1 mana short, actually. This only... Actually... Okay. I guess this is what I have to do.
Okay. Menagerie.
Yeah, so let's Menagerie back War Chief and Prospector.
Okay.
And then sack these 2 and play Siege Gang Commander.
Okay.
No, I think I need to... You're just looping Yorion every turn. I don't think I can. I guess
my hand is quite good too.
Legion's ends. Yeah, I just don't think I'm in this game.
Yeah.
I can try to fight on for a bit and make it go on for like 4 or 5 more turns.
Yeah, but the inevitability I had here with Yorion Niambe actually looked pretty insane.
Yeah, that's
a lot.
The 5 life
is reasonable.
Is really relevant. The big thing for me in that matchup was I really wasn't able to get in chip shot damage because just a single 2/2 would hold off my team.
Yep.
And the one game that I won was a game where I was able to get in chip shot damage.
Yeah.
I killed an early creature, I think, and you just didn't have as many creatures in your draw. And that was the big dynamic from my side. I think if I was able to get 5 or 6 free damage in each game, I just win.
Yeah.
I was 4 short in game 1. I'm not sure exactly how many I was short that game.
Yeah.
I think
with all the matrons, when you connected with those that one game, it's like I don't want to block them or I didn't want to deputy them for sure.
Yeah.
Because you kill that, you are searching way too many times. But yeah, that seems like what you need to be doing. Some jamming.
And that's one of the reasons that Goblins has historically been good against control decks is not just the card advantage, but that chip shot damage.
Yeah.
The card advantage is what forced the control deck into a more defensive position, and they had to play slow and make sure that they were set up to, keep pace with that card advantage. But because they played that way, you were getting in 2-3 damage a turn for 5 or 6 turns, and suddenly your opponent had to shift gears and worry about their life total, and it was hard for them to play both games.
Yeah.
You were able to play defense a little with some creatures, and that was really key in stopping that aspect of my game plan.
They were just two bears. They were good enough though, yeah.
And then your card advantage is contingent on them with the Yorion. Like I think if I got into play against like the Azorius control deck instead of this, the Goblin deck would have fared much better.
Maybe Shatter's got to be just as bad. Maybe not just as bad.
You can grind through like wraths and stuff.
Yeah.
It really is about that chip shot damage. You would have had more tools. Like I'm not saying it would have been lopsided, but I think that dynamic certainly would have come more into play. Yeah. And I think that's really important from the Goblin side.
Yeah, my Teferis are not as good against Goblins that are going wide against me and stuff like that too. So.
And one of the reasons the deck has gotten worse over the years is most decks aren't giving up that free chip shot damage anymore.
Yeah.
They used to 10 years ago. They just don't now.
Yeah.
Or the creatures were weak enough where your 1/1s and 2/2s were actually somewhat relevant.
Yeah.
You were attacking into Dark Confidants against Savannah Lions instead of attacking into 2/2s, 3/3s, and 4/4s.
So. Or 6/6 Uros, So
exactly.
That makes sense.
But some cool stuff going on. I really missed being able to find more. Like the fact that Blood Artist wasn't a goblin was also really critical.
Yeah.
So I think that piece is just kind of missing from the deck. I would love to have Pashalik Mons. That would just be awesome. But unfortunately do not.
Yeah, it feels like it needed just a little bit more of something, or like an infinite combo obviously would make it insane with Snoop and like you can do in Modern, but just not quite there without Kiki Jiki and stuff like that. So, but overall, historic, how do you like it?
I mean, it was cool trying to look at decks. I think a couple of mine fell a little bit short. Yeah, the Aura's deck certainly. The ramp deck looks fine. It looks kind of a little bit slow the way I have it built. Yeah. And I wonder if the leyline builds that we see now, just their explosive capability, is what you need to compete.
Maybe.
Even though if my build is more consistent. Yeah. The
or
Esper,
just Hydroid Crisis kind of versions and stuff because they scale up. Yeah. Who knows? But
this Esper deck looked cool. A lot of cool stuff going on. I do still like Baron quite a bit still.
Yeah, Baron's awesome. And anybody who loves the look of this, I'm basically trying to do the same thing in Standard. It's just Charming Prince, Baron, Yorion, and just a bunch of other cast and crew of misfits that you can just blink out and gain value with. And then I was even going a step further in my Dropping Bombs. That's going to be out either tomorrow or the next day with Gyruda as well. So if you like this style of deck, if you're a fellow Yorion lover like myself, I think you'll really like this week's Dropping Bombs because it's a spicy one. Yeah. But we are running a little bit behind schedule, so I think you got some hardware for me, and I think you got some subs to thank for all of us, and then we'll thank some sponsors and get on out of here.
All right, subs for the day. How126 subscribed for 10 months.
Oh, excellent. Just a fibble fit.
Uberg subscribed for a month. Uberg also gifted a sub to Benjamin1111 and One King Zeke 1 subscribed with Prime. So thank you to all of our subs.
All right, thank you so much to all those subs, especially the gifted subs. We really appreciate the support here on the Star City Games Twitch channel, as well as we appreciate the support on StarCityGames.com. And if you want to support us in an additional way and get some awesome things to go with it, you can sign up for premium, and you head over to StarCityGames.com/join-premium. $7.99 will gain you access to exclusive content from some of our great writers, as well as video content creators, as well as get you 5% off any sealed products, which we got M21 coming out, so a good time to use that discount there if you want to get some pre-release packs, crack them open at home, beat your little brother or your younger sister in a game of Magic. And then you also get 10% off singles if you find one of these M21 cards that you've really been loving that we've been playing on the preview season the last 3 weeks, or 15% off supplies if you need to, put some sleeves on those cards.
Yep. And speaking of sleeves, that supply discount will apply to the Ultimate Guard line of supplies, and we use their Katana sleeves here on Versus Live. So if you are a fan of Ultimate Guard products, be sure to pick up Premium because it's going to pay for itself.
It really is. It's a deal. And if you want to get one of these awesome chairs that we sit in every day, you can go to carnox.com/SCG. Use that affiliate link to get yourself 10% off one of these awesome gaming chairs.
And last but not least, we are also sponsored by Coalesce Apparel. All the shirts we wear on the show are made by them. You can head on over to coalesceapparel.shop and use the gift code SCG to get 10% off of your purchase there.
Mm-hmm. And it's odd that I was playing that I had the Goblin shirt here when you were playing Goblins.
You reverse psychology me, I guess. I don't know what term I'm thinking of, but
I did something, that's for sure. But one thing I did do was take the marbles back. I am happy to have them back on my side after a one-day hiatus, but I am more happy that all of you joined us for this nice historic battle. Next week, I for sure want to get back to seeing what kind of awesome standard decks that all of you are going to be playing over the weekend now that M21 is now available on MTG Arena and will be on MTGO tomorrow, I believe. It's kind of crazy that it's just online before you could actually play the pre-releases. Not that we can with COVID right now, but still pretty crazy that you can just
it's a different world.
Go and play right now. Yeah, 100%. So go out there, build some cool brews, maybe look off some of the deck lists that we've played. I want to see what you got. And Tuesday we're gonna look at some community standard deck lists. And here's the situation where we see what did we miss, and we're gonna see some broken deck that we're like, oh, duh, that uncommon that I scrolled over 5 times while building decks. So I want to thank you all for watching. So for Corey, Ross, Rob, we will see you Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Bye-bye.